Most people think of an HOA as nosy neighbors who argue about lawn length and mailbox colors. But in my case, they decided to take it one step further. They fined me for hunting on my own property. That was the last straw. They wanted a battle. I was prepared to end the game before they even knew what field we were playing on. I owned a 100-acre property that bordered the HOA's subdivision. My land was a stretch of woods and fields that had been in my family for generations. Hunting was a tradition, something my father taught me, and his father before him. But one morning, after harvesting a deer, I found a bright orange notice taped to my gate. The HOA claimed my discharge of firearms violated their community rules. The kicker? I wasn't even in their HOA. I marched down to the office, paperwork in hand, ready to straighten things out. The smug president, a woman named Kara New, can imagine the type, looked me square in the eye and said, "Your activities disturb our residents. If you don't stop, we'll escalate the fines." She slid the paper back toward me with a grin, as if daring me to fight. Challenge accepted. What Karen and her board didn't realize was that the HOA didn't actually own the hiking trails their community loved bragging about. They only leased the land from the county. And after a little research, I discovered that lease had just expired, which meant the county was quietly accepting bids from private buyers. Guess who had the highest offer? 3 weeks later, I signed the papers. The entire wooded tract that the HOA advertised as their exclusive nature preserve was now mine. The next morning, I posted signs at every trailhead. Private property, nitrogen monoxide, trespassing. You should have seen the outrage. Neighbors were screaming, parents dragging kids away from the playgrounds that sat on my new land. Karen stormed onto my porch demanding I reverse this mistake. I calmly handed her the very notice she once gave me. Violation of property. Rights carries penalties, I said. Your residents may consider themselves fined. The fallout was brutal. Home values dropped overnight. Real estate listings removed access to trails as a perk. And angry residents flooded HOA meetings demanding answers. Karen's smug smile vanished fast. And as for me, I still hunt in peace. No orange notices. In sight, the HOA thought they could control me with fines. Instead, I bought their playground out from under them and shut it all down. This story is just the beginning. There is so much more ahead. Subscribe to the channel to join me on this journey.